All right, good morning, everybody. David Taylor, you are a piece of shit, but I don't think this one's going to so much be about you. This one's going to be related to you. I'm kind of connecting the dots with a lot of things here, found some more information, kind of things surrounding this case. So I'll go ahead and start with the article. This article was posted November 3rd, 2014 at 10:52 p.m. Central Standard Time by Linda Wagner with Fox 4 Problem Solvers of Kansas City. I'll go ahead and read the ad, or read the article. Record shows veteran charity spends more on operations than it does on mission. Detroit, Michigan. It all started with the flyer in the mail from World Wide Web, carshelpingvets.org, a donation charity that has, as the name states, helps veterans. I'm a veteran. That's the kind of charity that James Dyson can appreciate. He's a veteran and volunteers each month at his church feeding homeless veterans. He's donated cars to veteran groups in the past and would have considered this one until we told him how little of his money would ever actually make it to a veteran. I'd be pretty upset, Dyson said. Carshelpingvets.org spends the vast majority of what it takes, on average 83%, on running the charity, not on veterans in need. Sandra Minuti with Charity Navigators says that's way too much. Good charities usually spend no more than 30% on operations. The worst year for carshelpingvets.org was 2012. That's when tax records show it raked in $4.6 million and gave only 3%, or about $182,000, to the groups that it says it's helping. The next year was better, donating about $1 million of the 4.5. It took in, or a little more than 20%. That's still far below what most charities give. In 2011, the Better Business Bureau of St. Louis issued a warning saying, among other things, that the man in charge of the charity, Rick Frazier, used to use the car donating program for the Purple Heart Foundation. The foundation sued him for deception and destroying incriminating documents that they said proved he was cheating them out of money. He sued them over breaking his contract and for defaming him. Both parties settled out of court. None of it's comforting for those looking for a good place to donate. To find out more, Fox 4 Problem Solvers went to Detroit, the home of Veterans Charity. One challenge: the charity's address is a post office box at a UPS store. All these charities always have a PO as a post office box, so they don't link it back to an address. But 30 minutes away in the wealthy Detroit suburb of Rochester Hills is charity funding. That's the private company paid to run the charity's day-to-day operations. The man in charge of charity funding is Rick Frazier, the same guy the Better Business Bureau mentioned in its warning. Trying to get answers from anyone at charity funding program proved tricky. Frazier's brother Steve asked us to turn off our camera, but when we insisted we needed to be on to hear the side of the debate, he told us to leave or he would call police. Our next step was Frazier's home in an exclusive neighborhood just a few miles away. He didn't appear to be home when he called, but he did contact us a few hours later by phone. Frazier said he has no concerns about how little his charity gives to those in need. He said it's expensive to convert junker cars into cash. He says it's into cash, and he says his charity is more generous than most car donation charities. The next time you consider donating your car, you might want to ask, who's really benefiting it? It may not be who you think. Okay, so the way I'm connecting these dots, I'm thinking, is it a possibility that out of all this money that was made from this scam that they folded, that this organization folded, okay? So you choose a name that will possibly profit you the most money. That's pretty low. This is my assumption. Again, this is just me maybe connecting the dots. I'm wondering how much out of this money, out of this foundation that was settled out of court, went into the divorce proceedings. Makes me think, makes me wonder, question a lot of things, because this foundation was a 501c3. I'm going to post some other links in here too, but there's some other shady shit that's kind of tied to this case. When you're scamming a veterans foundation right around the same time that a divorce proceeding is going on, and when in those 2 years you made about $8 million, where's that money at? Where did that money go? Did that get put on legal fees? Did it get paid as a settlement for the case? Again, these are all just assumptions. But connecting the dots and everything that's been going on, after I've done this research, everything's starting, it's a big fucking scam. And it looks like Rick Fraser, he chose the one that would make him the most money, you know? And then when they try to sue him for, it makes me wonder like how much money's been thrown around in this case. If people have money in this case, I'm sure people have paid to run negative ad campaigns against David. So if you could run, you know, if you could run a negative ad campaign, what's to say you can't pay to have shit taken down about yourself? So there's some other links that I found that I'm gonna go ahead and post in below, but this is kind of the one that kind of, you know, a little light bulb went in my head for this, because all the years lined up. 2011, 2012, 2013. Deposition was 2014, right around the time of the divorce, shortly after. And some of the stuff that I read about the divorce, and this is Debbie, quote unquote, saying, money was never an issue for us. If we wanted something, we went and bought it. That's Debbie saying that. Whatever, whenever. So the fact that, you know, there's some, I've also read the divorce proceedings, and Debbie actually went back to Rick to get more money. Rick was trying to say no, he didn't have the money, but fucking family's rich, man. So there's some truth into what Debbie and Katie are saying about their father, I believe, about Rick. After the digging I've done the last couple of weeks, definitely, there's some truth to it. I don't want to say it's all true, but there is some truth to what they are saying. So I'm not here to defend anybody. I don't give a shit about hurt feelings on anybody at this point, because just of the stuff I've gone through. If your feelings get hurt, not my problem. If your feelings get hurt, then you have something to hide. You're guilty, okay? Because I've found all this information out online. I'm gonna post the links in the video, and you know, you guys kind of be your own judge. You know, this is again, this is all just an assumption. Could it be possible that the money was used for the divorce proceedings? Absolutely, because everything, all the dates are right here. And the 501c3, the non-for-profit, they don't have to show shit for books. That's the kind of scammy thing about it. You know, they can say, oh, we're a non-for-profit, we don't have to show our books. That's the biggest fucking scam on the earth, man. In America, really, 501c3 is a fucking scam. So for that whole thing to be folded, and then the divorce proceedings to go on, all this money being paid out, you know, and nothing being audited, it's like, dude, where's all this money coming from to be paid? If the money was being used out of the foundation to help, you know, fund a divorce proceeding, that's some shady, fucked up shit. You're exploiting veterans to make the most money. And money is actually being made on these depositions now. So anytime you guys see a commercial on there, that's money. So those depositions are making a shit ton of money. I'm still trying to figure out how much, but it's a lot. It's got to be a lot at this point. So whoever, you know, kind of ridiculous, really. Like, if you dig more, the bigger the scam gets. The more you dig, the bigger the scam gets. And these people are all these affluent people who can just think they can fucking buy their way out of anything with money. But you know what I can't be is bought with money. So you guys can bitch and complain. I've found more videos and they're gonna go up. But again, I'm still digging. And now more dots are starting to connect. Like, there's a river of fucking dirty money surrounding this case. A river of it. On David and Rick Fraser's side, it seems. I don't know so much about Harold Lewis, but I mean, to scam a veteran foundation and then settle it out of court because dude, that's a big red flag for me, man. And I am a veteran, so I don't give a shit about saying this out to anybody. Rick, the fact that I found this, that's pretty shady, dude. Pretty shady. So again, after finding this, it makes me believe, you know, what your daughter and ex-wife are telling us. Some of it's true. Some of it's true. So I'm going to keep looking into this. I'm going to find some more information about this, but I'll go ahead and post some links below. You know, and I'm just trying to connect the dots here. All this shit went on around really weird time in this deposition. So I'll put more links below. You guys be the judge for yourself. Leave the comments below too. Let me know what you guys think. Again, I'm a veteran. If there's any other veterans out there that want to weigh in on this, let me know. Because it was called carshelpingvets.org. I'll put the link for this story below. So if you guys want to do your own kind of digging, that's fine. Because it seems this story just kind of got fucking buried, you know, maybe in money, who knows. But it's there, the story's there, and I'll post some other links regarding this case. But again, this was just, I wanted to get this out because this is some information I found out surrounding everything. We have to give Katie and Debbie some kind of credibility because I do think that there is some kind of truth to what they're saying. No doubt. No doubt. They were rich. That family had money, you know, so money's being thrown around somewhere. Nobody's being checked on it. So again, questions, comments, concerns, you guys leave them below. Again, I feel like this is kind of a connection in the case here, but I could be wrong. This is just an assumption only, okay? But the fact that the dates 2012, 13, and 11, they're all kind of lining up. So 2011, it was Better Business Bureau listed to not, you know, fund to. 2012, they brought in 4.6 million, only gave 3%, like 180,000. Next year, they gave 1 million out of 4.5 million. So it makes me wonder, like, between that, so what is that? That's about 9 million, and he only gave out 1.2. 20%, dude. Do your math right. Make sure I got all this stuff here. Okay, the case was settled out of court. Got that covered, dude. Okay, so that was pretty much it. So any questions, comments, concerns, leave them below. And let me know what you guys think. I'll post the links on this. That way you guys can, to read the ads, you can read the other stuff that I have also. And be the judge for yourself, guys. I'm just, you know, this is information I'm finding out. And, you know, coming to some kind of, you know, theory on what I think could have happened. You know, but again, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. None of it's been audited. Nobody's fucking books in this have been audited. That's the real funny thing about it. Is like all this money's been thrown around with these foundations and nonprofits and being settled out of court, but nobody's auditing these fucking books. You know what happens if I scam my books? I get fucking audited by the IRS. But these non-for-profits, this case should set precedents for all these nonprofits and prosperity ministries that are scamming people. I really hope this case sets precedents and fucking sets an example of all these liars and these prosperity ministries out there scamming people. Ridiculous. This case needs to set precedents. And I hope it does. I'm knocking on wood that it does. So, you guys have a good weekend. Happy Sunday. Stay safe. David, you're a piece of shit. Keep running, keep hiding. Again, this video wasn't about you, but it's, you know, kind of surrounding you. So there's a lot of shady shit surrounding this case. You guys have a good day. Be the judge for yourself. Let me know what you think. And you guys have a safe Sunday.